Hello, divine beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to the Celestial Channeling and Oracular Discovery. I feel like the things are changing. We're actually, today the moon is in Gemini, so it has this sort of changeability energy, and it's also a really good day for me to be communicating to you, since this Gemini energy is all about communication. In our breath work that we did this morning, we activated the throat center a lot, activated our arms, our hands, how we communicate out into the world. So I want to take a moment just to see where we are in the current status of our earthly experience as well as our cosmic experience, and how we can utilize this energy to really help ourselves grow. This is really about helping you grow, finding your way in life. The messages and the energies that I share here is not about listening to what anybody else is saying, but really tuning in to what the cosmos is sharing for us, so that we can grow from this experience, from me sharing with you, and maybe even you sharing with me by leaving a comment below. We can actually have a conversation about energy and this life of experiencing life as energy, remembering that everything that we experience, everything is energy, from our thoughts to our physical being to even the table, the chair in your space or in your room. So where are we? We've just had this Aries full moon. To me, Aries is beginning of something, because this is the first sign of the zodiac. Full moons is about taking action. It's also about letting things go. So we've had to take action. An important piece in this action taking is that it's connected to our deepest wounds. We have had Chiron was conjunct the moon. So this energy of what has been wounding you for such a long time, that now you can actually take an action in, take a step towards releasing that wound that's so deep. And maybe it's a wound not just from this lifetime. If it feels like it's a big wound, means that maybe we've been carrying this wound for many lifetimes, karmic cycles, karma that we continuously live through, because we just don't get to the point of actually learning the lesson and embracing the lesson and growing from that. Are you ready to embrace your lessons, learn from it, and evolve from it? Why would you want to come back and hit your head on the tree again? Let's just learn that the tree is there, and it's taught us to maybe move or to change or be more adaptable. And this is the energy that we're in. We're in this sort of adaptability energy, seeing where the river of the universe is really taking us. And we, in this current, going towards a new moon, which is actually going to have an eclipse, and it's the start of an eclipse cycle, eclipse portal, or even you can call it a wormhole that we dive into. And it's almost like taking a sideways elevator. We've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We've read the book where you kind of move in this sideways elevator. We can go in every direction. And this is really what it is. It's helping you jump from one point to the next, and almost seeing everything that you need to see, because eclipse is about taking things out, eclipsing from your life, the things no longer needed, so that you can actually move forward and move through that lesson that you've been learning. So in this conversation, I'm going to invite you to think about things in life that's been concerning you, or things that are a deep wound that you feel that you are ready to let go, even if it's an addiction, something that really feels heavy, or maybe it's just your reoccurring thoughts about your financial situation, or maybe it's not feeling well in some way. Maybe you feel like your energy is low constantly. You just can't seem to figure out what it is, or you seem to be meeting the wrong person or people. So there could be, those are examples of possibilities in life where we have these pains, or in yoga we like to say some scars that you're carrying with you, a lesson that is ripe and ready for you to learn, so that you can understand where it comes from. And even in this lifetime, things in this lifetime would have triggered that into being. Then you found your own mechanisms of protecting yourself. And in that protection of yourself, you've created these patterns or these cycles as your armor. It's time to let all those armors go and be open to the universe and to the healing of the universe, by literally saying, thank you for guiding me to my healing. And so that's a gift to you, is to say that every day, is just thank you for guiding me towards my healing. And every day, in every way, I know life is getting more wondrous and beautiful in every way. You can use that as an affirmation. It's really powerful. Using that every day in every way. My life gets better and better. It's one of my favorite ones to utilize. So moving towards something that's going to show us, because it's a new moon in Scorpio. So if we look at Scorpio, Scorpio is in a place where we've given this energy towards something that dips deep into the shadows of our being. It has also a really strong energy, it has a watery energy to it. It also has a Martian Mars type of energy as well in that. And Mars actually, in fact, is going retrograding as of today, and it's going to be retrograding for quite some time. So it's almost like the actions that we want to take are going to be slowed down just a little, so we can actually look at how we react into the world. It's almost that non-violent communication. As you see the thing going down, and your initial reaction is to jump out and try rectifying maybe your unconscious way, this gives us a moment to actually slow that energy down and look at what's going on, assess the energy of the situation, assess your energy, where you want to respond from, and then how can you respond from a place that is almost like a higher mind, from your higher mind. We have a lower mind, we have a higher mind, that higher consciousness within us, our higher self. And this feels like it's a message coming in about you connecting with your higher self during this period of this new moon energy. So walking towards it, this could be an idea that you can bring in. How can I bring in more of my higher self into my situations? Eclipses, again, it's about cutting something away. So we have this theme of healing a deep wound and removing something. And it's not going to just happen overnight. It may just, because those miracles do happen, but also with eclipse energy, we feel it coming up. So this whole time that we're sitting here together, this eclipse energy is kind of bubbling up in the cauldron, saying to you, what do you want to release? And there's going to be a series of eclipses to help us look at those things and say, this is the thing that I really want to bring to the forefront. I want to take time. This is the new moon energies to go within, to slow down on that Mars retrograding energy and really look at yourself from that inner being, your inner secrets, your dark inner shadows, because this is a Scorpio energy. The Scorpio is about transmutation. So whatever you take into that dark shadowy self, that inner self to see, when you see it more clearly, you can bring more light into that. So then we move into the next cycle, the full moon and the new eclipse. We can start to really pull those things out and feel them coming out of us and even out of our life, even out of our karma. So there's an opportunity here for us to really find stillness and to listen to the higher self. One needs to be still, to tune inside. And so I'm receiving a message that I'm going to draw an oracle card for us to actually relay a potent message. So during this time, we all need healing on some level. The world itself, when we look out the window, it doesn't seem quite pleasant on many levels. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of negativity. It seems like there's a lot of darkness in the world. But this work that you and I do, we bring light into the world. And that is our mission, is to bring light into the world. So let us ask and see how the Divine Oracle can guide us and bring us inspiration and clarity and connect us to our higher self. So take a breath in with me. Sigh that breath out, just letting all things go. You know that whatever we receive is always true in the most beautiful way. And I love that. So I'm going to show you this card. She's pointing towards her heart, and there's a star inside of her heart. And actually, for me, I'm getting a lot of insight. In a week from today, I'll be sharing something brand new. It's a live experience. It's in Colesbed, in the area where I live, where we will be doing a celestial activation through sound, through our voices. And so this star in the heart reminds me of this celestial activation. So maybe that's something we can all do, is find our voices and how can we speak from that place of our heart that's really connected to the universe. This is also connected to something else where in the moon tribes, we give a free circle every month. You can go to themoontribes.com and learn more about the free circle that we give. We did an excursion meeting a goddess energy. And in the meditations that we received, there was this activation within the heart of seeing this light within the heart. And again, she points to this light within the heart. So there's been this consistent message of starlight, light within the heart, that connects us to this universal plane, because in our hearts it looks like the universe. Behind her, which actually look like wings, but is a big heart, is this connection to the universe with the universe within you. Those must be the words that they want to share. So as we look into that which is inside of us, the shadows that we want to release, that deep pain, know that that pain is there to help you see something more beautiful about you. This makes you unique in a way that whatever it is that it's showing you, there's a unique energy that you are learning about you. And within that pain is a discovery of discovering who you are, and then your gifts, the gifts that you are here to bring into the world. I share every month a sacred feminine healing at a place where women come to heal. And in this healing retreat center, which is this beautiful home, and I was there actually on Wednesday, and the number on the card is a 31, which equals a 4. It tells us about having trust in the divine and knowing that the magic is within us. And this is exactly what we activated there, was coming to this divine sacredness within inside of us and seeing within us the shadows that we have manifested in our life and how they're showing up, and how we can return into rediscover ourselves again and use that to then turn outwards. And sometimes the women that I meet there, they get so inspired in their healing journey that they learn a modality, or they get interested in a healing modality. And with all that they've discovered about themselves and their journey of healing, they take that wisdom and they turn it around, and they now find themselves being able to lead others to, or find ways to bring healing, that similar healing that they found healing with, to others. So sometimes those pains that we hold inside of us are actually reflections of what we do need to heal, but hidden within that shadow is a light that is so powerful, and never ever to push it away, to imagine that it doesn't even exist, but actually to be inquisitive and curious and look within. So I'm going to leave you with that, to feel curious and to look within. So this is Belinda Pearl. Thank you again so much for joining me. You can always find me at belindapearl.com. Make sure you subscribe, say hello by leaving a comment, hit the little bell icon, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Namaste.